I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I coach people and organizations to be more effective. And this is some no BS management advice I want to share with you. And I was encouraged to give it to you after watching an episode of Billions, a Showtime series that is my new current addiction. And in the episode, the lead character is talking to one of his managers about a subordinate of that manager who had done a great job going undercover and helping the owner make some more money, and did it in a sneaky kind of way. So the manager and the owner are having a conversation, and the owner is offering praise to the manager about his person, and the owner talks about giving an attaboy to the guy. Gee, it took me 3 years before you gave me an attaboy. Then the owner basically turns around and says, well, just tell him, okay, you did your job and ignore the whole thing. Leaves the office and decides to give the attaboy. And it reminded me of how difficult it is for many managers to give an attaboy or an attagirl. So it begs the question of what's so hard about giving praise to someone after you coached them into a situation that they were wrestling with? Why is it so difficult to give praise to someone who moves beyond their comfort zone and steps up? Why is it so hard to praise someone who puts in extra time or effort or helps their colleagues or customers do better? Why is it so hard for a manager to praise someone who contributes to the big picture or gets closer to their career goals or represents themselves as someone who embodies a team value that you want to foster in your organization? Why is it so hard to recognize someone who's doing something small but it really contributes in a big way in that? It's like one of those things that it's easy to overlook, but it really is a major contribution when you stop and think about it. Why is it so hard to call attention and give praise to someone who makes it easier for you or exceeds expectations? And I'm not talking about at the time of a review. I'm just talking about spot praise. Why is it so difficult? Ken Blanchard wrote The 1 Minute Manager and spoke about the notion that a manager should catch someone doing something right, because the habit that managers have, and I'll put that myself in that category from when I was managing people, some years ago as a young man in recruiting, the habit was catching them doing something wrong instead of catching them doing something right. It's like I took it for granted that they would do the good stuff, and I criticized them when they didn't and they did something wrong. You foster the behavior you give attention to, and you encourage people to do the things that you want them to do in one of two ways: fear or praise. If you want to be the tyrant, by all means, that can work, and you will drive people out the door. By the same token, you can foster good attention, not just by simply wandering around and saying it all the time, because I know in my family, if I compliment someone with regularity, it rolls off their back like water off a duck's back. You want to be specific. You want to be honest and authentic. You just want to talk to that person. And again, I remind you, don't just do it with people who look like you. Do it with everyone in your organization, particularly the people who don't look like you in a variety of different ways. People notice who gets the attention, and they notice that they can't win. Always give people attention for the good stuff that they do. Hope you found this helpful. I hope you visit my YouTube channel, which is at jobsearchtv.com. Subscribe to the channel. You'll find me releasing content daily, including job search material, hiring information, management advice, career information, a whole host of things, all week long. Subscribe to the channel, the easiest way to do it. Let's see if I can spot that. The icon is not on my screen, but if you click on that little icon, you'll subscribe to my channel and get notices whenever I release a new video. Hope you have a great day, and if you're interested in my coaching, you connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you saw this because I like knowing I'm helping some folks. Once we're connected, message me that you're interested in coaching. We'll set up time for a free discovery call. Have a great day. Take care.